Okay, long threshold repeats. 3 by 10 minutes. I'm gonna do it on the treadmill, 90-second rest, and we're gonna do 6% incline to start. Maybe gradually lower it and increase the speed. I'm doing this because I find that to get my heart rate into that soft threshold range, I need to go quite fast, faster than maybe my body is ready for. Like right now, like for the 3-minute reps, it's 4 minutes a K, which is around my 5K pace. It's a lot faster because I have AC on in this room, so I'm hoping that that contrast will help me because I am pushing my fitness up indoors so that my outdoor fitness is also being pulled up. So we're gonna do the warm up outside. I'm gonna do a 10-minute jog. It's pretty late in the morning right now, so I'm gonna keep it brief and I'm gonna do 4 or 5 hill strides to prime the body for the hill reps. I mean, I do the hill strides anyway, so should be good. Yeah, it's mainly based on effort today. The uphill repeats are good because Malaysian races tend to be very hilly, so should be good practice generating the power up the hill and listening to effort instead of pace. Let's get into it.
I like the street lights in the way the red shines right onto you. And I'll just take your time, taking the street light. I'll just take your time and I'll waste it. I'll just take your time, get by the street light. I'll just take your time till you're wasted. 'Cause I've been spending all my love. I've been spending all my love.
I'll be doing the warm up in the Adidas SL2, which is pretty good for the warm up. It's pretty neutral, pretty minimal compared to my other shoes. And I'll do the session in the Evo SLs. These should be good for getting that ground feel. And I'm doing the warm up outdoors because of the ground feel to get a bit more pop in my step and just for variety, not to be just stuck in the treadmill. So the reason I'm doing the warm up outdoors is one, for variety, to not just be stuck on the treadmill for the entire session. And another one is because I'm trying to get a better like ground feel, get some more pop in my step. And yes, it's more enjoyable to do the hill strides outdoors since I have a pretty convenient hill here. So 10 minute jog, hill strides, should be about 15 minutes. So that's the warm-up done. I'm gonna change into the Evo SL for the workout. Warm-up felt good. It's very hot outside. I mean, it's 10 a.m. in Malaysia. And I think my body feels alright. Just the hip, my right hip is a bit sore from gym 2 days ago. It's probably a bad sign because it usually doesn't hurt. But it should be okay. I mean, the benefit of doing uphill repeats is that the impact is a lot less than if I would just up the speed. And I do find it easier to increase the incline, to increase the heart rate instead of increasing the speed. And yeah, that's the benefit of less impact. You get better like force production when you're running flat, because running up the incline is harder, obviously. So yeah, it should be a good workout. Definitely have to humble yourself because you're gonna run slower and it's gonna feel harder. And the distance, the weekly distance is going to be a bit lower. But again, those things don't really matter. It's about doing the right training that you need right now. So yeah, should be a good session. I'll put it up here. Here we go. So that's the session done for today, 3 by 10 minutes. Not gonna lie, that felt a lot harder than I was expecting, but the hills always do that to me. Like, even though the speeds are slow, the incline really affects me heavily. So I think I'm doing the right work today. So it was 5.5 minutes down to just under 5 minutes per K, and gradually going down in incline. Ideally, I want the whole session to be at like 6% up to 8% incline, but I'm slowly getting used to the incline because it's just a killer, man. And I think it's something that I'm doing right in my training at the moment, because my heart rate goes up to like 175 towards the end of these reps. And to match that on the flats, on the treadmill, I'd have to go really fast for me. And it's just like you're paying less of a cost in terms of the impact. I'm already doing it on the treadmill, and with the incline, it's really almost similar to cross training in that I'm getting a high aerobic effect, but I'm still getting the neuromuscular like running effect. So I think it's the right training, and coupled with the outdoor sessions that I do my 5 by 6 minute threshold repeats outdoors, and coupled with the strides, I think I'm heading in the right direction. So yeah, I think the reason I started doing this treadmill, the uphill treadmill work, is one, because of David Roche. He's a big proponent of uphill treadmill, and yeah, I see why. It's so easy to get your heart rate up at lower speeds, which is humbling, but it's all about putting in the right effort, the least amount of effort for the highest amount of aerobic benefit. And also, I did a 10K, which is a bit of an update. I did a 10K 2 weeks ago. The timing was it was 45 minutes, but the course was a bit over distance. But for around 44 minutes was my split for a 10K. I was aiming for a low 40 minutes, but it was very hilly, and coupled with the fact that I wasn't really tapered for that, I think it was a good effort. I held on to that 420 pace, and yeah, it was very hilly. That's why I'm starting to incorporate more hill work. And apparently there aren't too many flat races in Malaysia. So I think these hill repeats are gonna be very beneficial in the long run. So currently I do vanilla Norwegian Singles, 10-minute reps, 6-minute reps, 3-minute reps. But occasionally I'll rearrange them, because this week I did the 6-minute reps first instead of the 10-minute reps. This week in particular, I'm gonna do hill repeats. I'm gonna chop the 3-minute rep session on the Saturday in half, and instead do hill repeats, so kind of an X session, something that Inga Brixton does. And I'll do that every other week, and every second week I'll do the hill repeats, and every fourth week I'll do the 5K time trial. And it's not something that the creator of Norwegian Singles recommends or it tells you to do, but I will experiment with that. I feel like I want to explore like what I can handle in terms of load. And it's all about load management, right? At the end of the day.
You know that I've been spending